At Arizona State University, we've made online education better, smarter, and more personalized so you can go further in your aspiring field.
I decided to pursue medicine once I realized that ASU did have the online program for biological sciences. You're still required to learn the same curriculum. You're still being tested on the same content that anyone would be tested on in person. The comprehensiveness of the program prepared me so well for medical school.
Explore over 350 plus programs at asuonline.asu.edu.
Love couldn't go no further. Proud of and disgusted by her. Push on the little bruised and battered. Hold on, I ain't coming home with you. My life's a bit more colder. Damn, life is one.
Well, what's going on, everybody? I am the one, the only, that of you, OOKIE, hoping I don't get a damn alarm call today. Just by the way, guys, I totally forgot to tell you at the beginning of this, I might get an alarm call. My alarms have been going off. My interior alarms on my store have been going off for no reason whatsoever, and we don't know why. So at like 1 and 3 in the morning, I'll get a random alarm call for a random motion sensor.
You're the dumbass who pawned a Chucky doll.
Oh,
this is your fault.
I don't remember this, but I will take it as maybe I did.
Yep, you better check your inventory.
I will, all of a sudden. Never mind. I was going to say, just doing weird ritual sacrifices in the middle of my back room. Why not? These things, they happen.
Maybe it's the Omega time traveler Wookiee come looking for him.
Maybe.
You know?
Maybe.
You got to go choke him out before he chokes you out.
But we got a lot to go over today, right? Including our new segment. Actually, it's not that new. Weird stuff we talk about that have nothing to do with KeyForge. Are you ready for this one?
All right, what do you got?
All right. So the weird segment today is we've done it with Mountain Dew. We've done it with Girl Scout cookies. Now, there are so many flavors of Oreos. What is your favorite flavor of Oreo?
All right, hold on. Oreo flavors.
Yeah, you got the new Selena. You got the new Selena Gomez Oreo. You've had the
she's delicious.
Those are actually supposed to be really good.
They are pretty good.
What do they taste like? Selena Gomez? Like what?
No, they're like it's like a churro type deal.
Cinnamon and chocolate. Yeah.
Post Malone had his own Oreo. I'm now like, can I get
blueberries and lemons or something?
I don't know. No, his was peanut butter and chocolate and something else. Yeah, he had his own.
I mean, the peanut butter dip or the chocolate dip peanut butter ones are probably the best.
Fair enough.
And then after that are the thin ones with almost none of the spackle in the middle.
Spackle? That's icing.
Don't like those.
But what's the point of an Oreo if you're not eating the icing?
I mean, like,
our old man.
Spackle in the middle is not
It's
good.
not spackle. It's icing.
Yes, it is!
Okay. But man, I just went on their website and there are Oreos on here I've never even heard of. There's Toffee Crunch, Java Chip.
Adam?
There's a dark chocolate Oreo. I like dark chocolate.
Swedish fish.
Oh, there's a Swedish fish?
S'mores. I mean, birthdays there. Yeah, there's...
Oh my goodness.
Our spackle tastes like cinnamon.
Mint
Still
cream.
not,
I like
still
that.
not spackle.
Yeah, it is. Sir, next time you put a hole in your wall, use some Oreo spackle. See how that works out. Let me know.
I will. I will let you know. You can customize your own Oreos. I did not know this.
I have heard of this.
Yeah, now there's a Mickey and Friends right up JR's alley. Mickey and Friends Oreos. They are covered in icing, I guess. But what's your favorite Oreo? You ready for mine? I don't know if I have two favorites or if it's one and the same. It's not one and the same. I have a hard time choosing between the golden Oreos, which are just the vanilla cookies with as Sheep would say, the vanilla spackle.
That is like maybe the worst. I mean, the only thing that'd be worse is vanilla double stuff.
And that's what I get. Or I am a big fan of, and they taste different. I don't care what anybody says. Fight me. The Halloween Oreos with the orange frosting in the middle.
Okay.
Drazcore, you're up next. What's your favorite Oreo?
So I've not had all these, but
No, that's because there's.
I do enjoy good mint. So, although I kind of want to try this Java chip situation.
I have not seen that one. Now I want to go find it.
Java to make it worth its time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just Java flavored spackle. There's a birthday cake Oreo and a carrot cake Oreo.
Apparently, there used to be a Swedish fish.
Yes,
yeah, that's what
wasn't
what
this had at a Vault Tour, and we talked about it?
I was looking.
Chocolate peanut
There's
butter
also
pie, apple pie.
They also have Sour Patch Oreos.
Yep, Swedish fish.
So that we
pumpkin
tried.
spice.
Wasn't that the one we tried?
Oh, was
Yeah,
it?
you guys had tried the Sour Patch ones.
No, never had the
Those
Sour
were-
Patch ones.
I thought they were going to be terrible, but they were better than I thought.
There is a
I
cinnamon bun Oreo.
I will say the one that jumps out at me. I'm actually an Oreo connoisseur. I enjoy this, but I've not gotten through all these. Caramel coconut definitely seems up the Ewok route here.
I was unaware we had an Oreo connoisseur. We have a new Patreon idea. Wookiee and Ewok eat Oreos.
This I'm about all day. I am not a super fan of the golden Oreos, though.
I'd be willing to try these tiramisu thins.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would try those. Oh.
No, I'm not a big fan of thins either. As Sheep would say, I want the spackle.
I want all the spackle, man.
That's like a
Give me
weird
the more
thing to say.
spackle, the better.
No, honestly, it's about the filling in the center.
Isn't that why even buy an Oreo if you're not going to eat the center?
I mean, there's a reason I don't buy Oreos.
You're also the one who's like, I don't like pretzels or popcorn or you don't like a lot of things.
Yes,
He doesn't like good food. Let's be honest.
Goldfish crackers.
I don't like the
Cheez-Its.
crap that everybody else likes. That is true.
If you've not tried the peanut butter Oreos, those are a pretty big, solid staple. I would give those good ratings. I'm still a big fan of double stuff. I don't know where Sheep is, but double stuff is.
You ever had
always
the
very good
most?
for
What
me.
is it? The mostest stuffed?
I mean, that's like the fakest spackle sugar, and then you just get more of it.
Yes, yes. That's the
Wow.
whole point of Oreos. They're just sugar. They're all sugar. That's all it is.
It reminds me of my childhood. We're good, man.
Sheep's favorite Oreo. Cardboard.
I grew up too poor for Oreos. We had the 99-cent sandwich cookies.
There's a kettle corn Oreo. PB&J Oreo.
So they've gone, within the last couple of years, they put out their specialties, typically for holidays I've seen, but this is kind of a very, very large grouping. I don't know.
Okay, we've wasted enough time on this.
Oh my god. Sheep also hates fun. He's like, fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
He's like, fun is stupid.
I will say, man, I was out for a couple weeks, and you guys won a heck of a lot of money to our good endeavor. So the coffer needs to be filled up next time I bring it out. Make sure that you bring your
break out another
20s.
100 to cover it.
We owe what? What to who?
You weren't here. You have to pay.
That's right. If you're not here, the swear jar is not in effect.
Oh, it's definitely in effect. Number 2, Wookiee, you are so wrong. I love that it was hysterical before. Oh, PV is not good. He's not going to do nothing. And then what do we see? PV actually going ahead and showing up in force. Now, there was a lot of PV decks for both
France. That is not what I said. That is not what I said. That is not what I said. I said that
And
it was not the end-all, be-all that Mr. X-Ray said it with. Like, X-Ray said that PV was going to dominate anything, and there was no use in playing any other set, and any other decks that you've ever had are not. You might as well throw them away in the trash bin, because they're no good anymore, because PV is going to dominate everything. And all I said is that he is not correct.
That was your actual recent statement from Baltimore. But if you go back multiple episodes before that, even before the redemption episode that you guys lost, and then you chose not to record in Baltimore, I mean, I find that you guys just didn't do much while I was gone. So there was a lot of harassing about slow play and passing down of the top four. There were a lot of people showing up in Baltimore. So way to go for everyone who showed up.
Number one, PV
two of you who did not represent our team. Man,
yeah,
0-2.
What do you mean? We were there.
Oh.
We were there.
Yeah, you counted as a body.
Yep.
Hey,
you're welcome.
But you did not really take it home. No, big shout out to Team Redacted. Team Redacted did absolutely amazing out there. And I'm sad that I actually missed the experience. It sounded like you guys had a really good time there.
Some of us did.
Besides, Wookie and I worked so hard to make King of Bling and Comrade Bubba's game like
as exciting as it could be. My God. I almost felt sorry for Sheep. I almost felt sorry for Sheep till he started complaining. I'm like, I no longer feel sorry for him.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because
I kind of thought this would be like, we've got two top decks, right? They've battled it out. This should be relatively quick, right? Like, it should go quickly. I was wrong. Like, so wrong. That took forever.
I mean, at least you're consistent.
Yeah.
That's one thing. It made me long for the days of GR where we were over in 15 minutes. Good times. Good times.
Good times. Yes.
All right. On other notes, ABR is definitely in full effect, so that was really cool to see. We have a Vault Tour this weekend, boys. Did you know that?
Yeah, it's overseas.
We're going
so it doesn't
on.
Matter.
No.
Hey.
It matters. Tell us about it.
It does. But good luck to everyone going out for Spain, being able to be there. We have Gen Con that is presently happening. And I mean, there's just so much that is actually happening.
I thought that was like
Gen Con's next week.
It's next week. But by the time Wookiee releases this, guys, you got to be planning ahead. Come on.
Yeah, but our listeners know Wookiee's delays, so they know to add time or subtract time or whatever direction.
Yep.
But in my shout out to GG, what the heck, man? I've been gone for a month, and is there going to be a PV pre-release? Are we just not doing PV pre-releases anymore?
Nope.
It released, but it's been out before. And then wait, try the other one
event. Yeah.
That is exactly what was on there. Today is the 24th of July. We're in August, man. We haven't even heard a snippet about our summer storyline, and they rocked it last year.
What summer storyline?
And that's the real question. So again,
remember that whole part where they told us they were going to do better, and how they were going to do better. And they were going to make sure that, stores had sufficient presence, and they were really going to do better in having local OP. Remember they told us that 2 years ago, and I'm sure they told us it last year.
How's local OP, Sheep?
Same as it's always been. It doesn't exist.
Right.
But if you guys were paying attention, there's a bunch of articles about echoes of Don't Give a Fuck.
So Echoes of Omen?
Echoes of Omen.
Echoes of Omen, their new game.
Right.
Their new game.
I was like, what are we talking about? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's their new game they're releasing. We don't know much about it, but that's where all your game found
we know
out.
They are running
New Jeremy.
Are they running?
Jeremy is excited about it. Therefore, it's going to be a deck building fest, right?
As far as we don't know, like there's so little known about this game. Like, I'm assuming it's deck building, but who knows?
I mean, unless New Jeremy was like totally tricking us at the.
Little did you know, he's a master troll.
It probably, you know what? He's got like that low voice, which makes you think like,
and he says he's 3 words at a time, and is very.
Yeah, he's like, I'm very believable, and you're like, yeah, you are, dog.
yeah, you are, dog. Oh my God!
I totally believe everything you say.
Where did this come from? Oh, he is the one from FFG.
Yeah.
Yep. So he's made a bunch of other card games that didn't go anywhere.
He helped make Star Wars Unlimited. I didn't know if that was him or not. And I was like, I don't think it is.
Came out, made a splash, and mismanaged into the dirt.
Yeah, just like SWU.
Yeah, I was disappointed to be gone and then to come back and just see still nothing announced. It's a bummer because again, we have a great game, we have a great community, and I think that last year's storyline did a really nice job at bringing people in a little bit more casual. We just need something that's going to be more.
They don't
consistent.
want new people joining this game. They're trying to kill it. What are you doing?
Honestly,
how can you kill a game when there are new players joining it? We can't do all that.
Well, I'm actually surprised, but there were new players at both Portland and Baltimore, and seeing some new players from year to year. Like, we've lost some pretty consistent people in our community, some big names, and it's really nice to see that there are still communities that are investing in the local, but that's coming from the people who are going weekly or bi-weekly or once a month to be able to go ahead and set up their locals and entice people, come out, play. Because the game, again, especially in a sealed environment, is a ton of fun. I know we've gone through marketing before, but man, this summer event was something to look forward to. It takes some time. You got to let people know. You got to be a little bit more consistent. We have a schedule. We just got to stay with it.
Do you think every time we add a new player, CTP cries a little bit on the inside?
I don't know. Last year,
every new player is a gallon of gas in the boat.
Last year, CTP had his you can win a ticket and go to dinner with CTP.
Yeah.
You can ask him questions.
This year we got Jeremy.
And we took him to some shitty diner.
All right, well.
He answered no questions. I'm sorry, he answered one.
We got a PR for them, so.
Okay. He answered questions about whatever
things he didn't like.
No, he did answer, hey, do you like KeyForge?
He doesn't really like KeyForge. He likes deck building a lot, and it's not really his style. And Alliance is probably the best thing KeyForge has got going for it right now.
That is what he told me.
and again, I
weirdly
wasn't
enough,
there, so I can't.
New Jeremy is somewhere in the middle of GG and plays. Like when we bust out the rankings, he kind of just falls in the middle.
No, I haven't ranked him yet.
You haven't ranked. We got to do a new ranking of all the GG and plays because there's a lot of new ones.
I kind of liked his.
I only rank employees if they
cut of his jib
impact my KeyForge life.
He is affecting your KeyForge life by releasing another game that's going to compete with it.
A bunch of money going there, but I mean,
I'm not worried about
your
the
Game Found paid for his salary.
Our Game Found has to pay for something.
Yeah.
I mean, like if it only made enough money to pay for Josh and Luke and Jeremy won, like then
Jeremy won.
Like there is no point, right? It's got to.
Can we make shirts for KFC that says Jeremy 1 and Jeremy 2?
Yeah, like front and back side, like thing 1 and thing 2.
Yeah, exactly.
You think Jeremy 2 will ever deem to spend any time with any of us again? He'll be like, those KeyForge guys suck.
Probably.
I don't know. Like, so hearing what you guys talked about going out, one, I'm happy that he went out with you. I think that is an important part of being with the community.
He was stuck in riding with Marcus.
Yeah, what did you want him to do?
Choice.
See, I don't know. Just what I've heard. The problem is that we want people who are positive assets for the community, who are enjoying being able to go out. And I will say, both Josh and Jeremy,
when are we kicking out
we're
sheep?
good. No. Well,
I mean, he's an asset for the community.
Wookie, you said we had to wait until we are all on air. Is this a good time?
Is this a good time?
Nice. Well delivered.
Just go ahead, close the door behind you.
I am a likable person in person.
No.
In person?
Sometimes.
In person.
I give you a 50-50 shot, right? It depends on how late it is, how far past Sheep's bedtime it is, and how much he's had to drink.
Yeah, there's kind of like a magic mix of all that stuff.
There is a magic mix where Sheep is the best person ever. But then all of a sudden it crosses a line and he's throwing things at you at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well, at least I have a chance of being fun. You just go spend more time with Ewok.
Anyway, looking at Jeremy too, I'm glad that he came out. I want someone who's going to be excited about our game. If you're not necessarily there and you're not excited about it, it does not necessarily help to put that person out on such a small
time with the asses out team, and you'll get there.
No, but what I'm saying is that if you're sending only a handful of people, there were 2 GG employees that went out?
Yeah, there was 2. That's not a handful. That is a couple.
Okay, so if there's a pair of GG employees that are going out to the vault, and we have 5 of them in the US, pick 2 people who are going to go ahead and, again, be excited about this game, be able to talk it up.
There's only 1 of them! They don't have 2! We have Josh. That's all we have left.
What about Luke?
Luke's not a GG employee.
No, Luke's not a GG employee. I mean, I can't disagree, but I'm telling you, if your business is going to be successful, you got to put someone out there who's going to be excited about your product and what you're doing.
Yeah, that's why they got Marcus.
Yeah. And you too can join us.
Marcus does buy a lot of decks.
Marcus is a good asset for the community and for all that he puts in. I think that
Marcus and Sydney. What more do you need?
And you too can join us at Marcus's Sloppy Seconds. All you got to do is take second at a Vault Tour, and you can join. Actually, you probably don't even got to do that, to be honest with you. And you can join us.
Okay with thirds.
And you can join us at a really crummy China buffet and hang out with Marcus.
I gotta say, this is the first time I've been excited to actually get to go to the dinner instead of that.
Why? Because you got King of Bling to talk to now?
No, because I know you will actually take us to a China buffet that will make me disappointed.
Yes, that's the whole point of the Sloppy Seconds. I mean, it might be a Buffalo Wild Wings. We're not sure yet. I actually have cleared none of this with anybody yet. So besides Marcus, he was like, yeah, I'm in. But you know how, KFC goes. They don't get out till like 11 o'clock at night. So it really doesn't matter.
Well, it won't matter because they've now moved your Vault Warrior dinner to Wednesday night.
Yeah, we're working on that. We'll figure it out.
I mean,
maybe it's just a powwow in the game center.
I like how Wookie's here trying to sell his event when on Sydney's last cast she was selling her event, which is totally different.
Yeah.
No, it's a war.
Well, no. We're trying to work it all in. Like Scrub's Revenge is Scrub's Revenge.
Sydney.
Oh yeah, well no, I'm not going to try to compete with Scrub's Revenge. I mean, maybe it's just pizza with Marcus somewhere in the game center. I don't know what day it's going to be on. I'm not good at planning these things. That's why we have Sydney.
Okay, so again, back to KC Vault Warrior. I know there's a number of individuals there, but GG do better. I'm going to say that. Now we can go ahead and move on. Now we have a battle, supposedly, with help from Future Self, which you guys... we heard about this from Portland. We heard about this. I mean, there has to be some good infighting here as we go into. Yeah,
and they're still losing. When they come and become a contender in something, then we'll talk. Right now, they're still behind by 1.5 points.
1.5. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's a 1.5 because of Drazcore. Because he won an FFG days, so that's worth a Vault Tour and a little bit because it was an
There you
FFG
go.
days.
I love it. Thank you.
So it's a point. It's a 1.5, right?
I accept.
Yeah, I mean,
Yay.
we all kind of came to terms when you were gone. It's fine.
Oh, there was a lot of terms, not counting second for Wookiee here, because then we'd have to extend it down to Ewok. There was a whole lot, man. We will air the grievances later, but we have a show, boys.
That's not till December of the airing of the grievances. Man, get it right.
We hope to make it.
Just write them down, and we'll do it during the KeyForge
I might have to
Festivus.
put this on my things I'm thankful for when Ewok makes us do that coming up.
I am thankful for sheep.
Oh,
and Drazcore and Wookiee.
Getting Ewok all worked up.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm not worked up at all.
But we got numbers to go through. Let's go through numbers because we're also trying to squeeze in a house tonight. We'll see if that happens.
Squeeze. Oh, because you could go ahead and blow out anomalies when Drazcore and I weren't here.
Yeah, we were real lazy.
Way to really push yourself, boys. That's what I want to say. Way to push yourself.
It's hard to push yourself when Sheep's like, I don't really want to be here.
Yeah.
What do we got to do?
So we're done for tonight.
Yeah, no, we gotta go. We gotta go through Archon. So, 60 total attendees in Archon. Looking at the spreadsheet or the pie chart, prophetic visions.
We're talking about Baltimore right now.
We are talking. We're skipping the other one because this is the new meta. 19 decks, 31% of them taking it brought from prophetic visions. 16 decks, I believe that's 26% from Ember Skies. 10 decks are 16% from Grim Reminders. Winds of Exchange had 5 at 8.3. Tokens had 5 at 8.3. Vault Masters, we don't know how many, but 3.3. You guys can do the math.
That's 2.
That's 2. Dark Tidings, what was 1?
1!
And then Vault Masters 2024 had 1. And then we just skipped X-Ray.
Yeah, he sucks so bad, they didn't even put him on the pie chart.
Yep.
So numbers might be a touch skewed there, right? With percentages, just a touch. Probably not too much, because I'm pretty sure...
Now, he has that little black unlikable wedge. They just didn't label him.
Oh, they just didn't label. Oh, yeah, nothing does go there. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
they're like, nah.
That's X-Ray. They're just like, meh.
So
his top 8 with a GG deck was, they're like, we don't even want to admit that happened.
Yeah.
Or with an FFG deck.
FFG decks are still playable moving forward.
Yeah, no, let's not talk about that. We'll just walk on by.
So what do you guys think about in Archon?
Yeah.
Complete switch after seeing France go ahead and show up. Now, France was very, very, very heavy in PV. The amount of decks that were actually brought for Archon, and they had a different structure. But GR only having 10 in the field, and then Prophetic Visions 19 and Amber Skies 16. Did you guys see that coming into Baltimore?
Did I foresee it happening?
PV. I said somewhere that I thought PV was going to be the biggest part of the field.
Yeah, I don't actually. I'm not surprised by PV being so big. I'm a bit surprised that Amber Skies
was as high as it was.
Yeah, that's actually the piece. More so than Grim Reminders.
Yes, I agree. That was the biggest surprise, was that GR was 3. I thought it was going to be 1, but I didn't think by much. But to say it was 3, that's crazy.
3? Where did you get 3
Somebody
from?
was like...
Well, okay, so Draz is talking about three out of the top 8.
Third.
Correct?
Okay, third out of the top 8. Got it, okay.
Okay, a third. Because you're talking that there's 16 decks that were there at 26.7%.
No.
But you're also talking 3 out of the top 8 were Amber Skies as well. So...
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not actually as surprised that PV had a lower transition rate. because we're
No,
still
it's very new.
Yeah, so people are trying things that maybe have worked very good locally or in a smaller thing, but aren't as proven in the big world. But obviously, some of them did make the cut because there are PV decks good enough to.
Yeah, they're all the ones that
win.
say you don't get to play KeyForge.
There are a lot of very, very impactful PV decks and cards right now.
And the scaling Amber control is super duper real.
Yes.
Yes.
I guess it just shocked me that Amber Skies was 16 to GR's 10. With PV not being there, I would not have expected that. So it was just the Amber Skies, how it showed up in Force. PV did not necessarily surprise me as having 19 decks, but interesting.
Traditionally, and maybe this is new, KeyForge players have a slow adoption rate, right? When it comes to cracking new decks, opening them, and playing them. Normally, like with a set as fresh as Prophetic Visions comes out, it's not super relevant right away. It usually takes a Vault Tour before it becomes, but now it's just
low adoption rate, a little lower, but high conversion rate.
Yeah, and we saw that after. Well, we saw it after Philly. So Philly still was fairly low when WoW was brought in, but then after it just took over. Primarily because you saw people open sealed decks and then being able to make top 8.
Had WoW a lot longer than we had PV by the time the first event came around.
I actually don't know. I'm saying Atlantis puts in an interesting point. Maybe because most of the best GR are already ascended? I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Nah. No. There's, like, how many GR were actually ascended? Not many.
Well,
we can actually
find this out. Baltimore, you had at least 2 ascended,
this was Baltimore.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Rochester.
So
you had
at most,
1 ascended.
From an Archon perspective, in the U.S., so you had 3 Vault Tours before this, right? So at most 6 decks.
But we know
it was
the
less
one
than 6.
that X-Ray played was Amber Skies.
Right.
All right. So Rochester, if you look at both winner and runner-up, is GR. So you had 2 there. Roseville, we are looking at Archon was actually GR and Amber Skies. So you had 3 GR. Portland, then you had GR and Amber Skies. So again, you're at 4.
Alliance, you had 3 GR.
We ain't talking about Alliance.
We're not going to count Alliance.
Well,
there's 3 GR.
There's not
even there
crossover, really, right?
Yeah. Sheep, I see why you went for Alliance. Wookie, I'm still puzzled with why you, with your access to Worlds, why you were playing Alliance. But that was another whole thing to be able to push in there. But if we're looking at this, I don't think that GR, because you have to look at the players.
Because I get my rocks off kind of on ascending decks that aren't mine.
There you go. Then I guess that's what I needed to be able to hear. But if I look at these ascended decks, you have to also look at who's there. I guess both of the Rochester players did show back up for Baltimore. So that's Dunfam and Toot and Harnage. Roseville, you had Zenzi, and X-Ray. X-Ray did come back, but the GR was Zenzi, and I don't believe he was there. And then Portland, you had Flaming Hobo, but Flaming Hobo's deck was kind of known for that field, and he played something different.
But doesn't Hobo always play something different?
He always does, but I'm saying if you actually look at what decks had ascended, I don't feel that the GR decks that you were looking at that we were worried about. I feel that there's still plenty of other great GR decks, especially if you look at last year, that just didn't show up. And by show up, I mean make a top cut.
Bandola was there and did not make a top cut.
Yeah, well, but we know Amber Skies murders the Wadka decks.
Yeah.
Well, Amber Skies and PV both do a pretty good job of murdering Wadka decks because they can beat you up or at least take away your power archive turn often. So a lot of that stuff is, like a lot of what was pretty close to good enough isn't quite there now. So
yeah, but I guess, and that's a whole nother discussion for a different day, but I don't feel that the meta for GR was really established with just Wadka. You have a very heavy,
and that's why there's still some
that
are doing fine. But I'm saying, like, a lot of what people were doing okay with were Wadka decks, and they are not, or Wad whatever.
Yeah,
it wasn't just Wadka. It's Winds of Death and lots of other shenanigans that go along with Winds of Deathing that now are no longer as viable because of clipped wings and all the archive hate and PV. So those like not A+ decks, but those B+, A- kind of decks are not enough. So that's why we see a big step down number of GR decks showing up probably. Because like you would probably never even try L in this field, in my opinion, because it's too susceptible to. It has to handcraft, and the current meta is far too beat disruptive. You up for that.
Yeah, it's very disruptive right now. So I know Whoa, we were really talking that you saw a lot of repeat decks. Woe then came into the field. You felt that you could actually open Woe and that you could compete at a top level. I would argue that GR, again, had that same feeling. There was a lot of excitement, and I could open GR and I can be competitive right away with it. PV seems to have that same effect, that people are opening it and then feeling that they can go ahead and play it right away.
Sometimes.
If you believe in the magical SAS number, like you
SAS
probably guaranteed to open a 90+ every.
Yes.
Not guaranteed, but you're likely to open more than 190+ in every box of PV right now.
Let's put it this way. Yeah. Out of the 3 decks that I pulled from Baltimore, there's a 98, an 88, and the last one was a 69 because it has redemption in it. So these originally were both above 90, and the other one was 100 Sasser. Now I don't know if now they're significantly lower, but like that magical SAS number, like I'll tell you what, like neither of these feel as high as they should be, or for the number that they are given, right? Neither of them feel that high.
This is a number. It will get better as people work out kind of what is actually good in PV and what isn't. There's a number of cards that will jump out, but the deck complexity and what people are looking for, I think, is still something that people have to practice and play with and be able to see. Yes, there are some cards that are very, very, very good, and they are not just on a 6-point scale for us, but they're off the charts. But there are a lot of things that are being scoring a lot higher that don't necessarily reflect where they are. And we saw a little bit of that with Talk, where you would see their initial scoring, and these Talk decks, they're getting a massive boost for how many tokens they're creating and what type of token it is. And then people kind of can figure out, okay, this deck really fits that SAS number, or it is way over the top. I think that we're just at that spot where right now PV is doing well. It has some really good cards, but SAS is going to be really tricky in how to score it. There are some cards that have fate effects that are very, very, very generic cards. And so it was almost like your enhancements when they first came. Like, how do you score a generic card that comes with enhancements? And we scored those higher initially, and then as they went to future sets, you can see some of those enhancements actually not scoring as high. We did the same thing with house enhancements that saw for Amber Skies, and now here in PV, you're like, it's not the same
until it hits, and that it's worth a 10
I was gonna say, here's how
you guys are trying to give it.
Right. Here's how I felt about
which is why we can't score it. It can't score it appropriately because there's such a wide
it matters
range.
where it is. Because on average, right, typically a house enhancement is almost meaningless. Until
no.
Hold on. Stop. Let me finish my statement because
let Wookiee be wrong. It's okay.
Because sheep said it this way, and I feel like it perfectly goes to house enhancements too. Because the typicality of where most house enhancement lands are meaningless until it hits that magical card that means everything. Then now all of a sudden it goes from that, 4 or 5 to a 10 or 11 or 12 because of where it landed. It's like we were talking about Trank. Like most of the cards that are in Sanctum, right, are like 2s and 3s, except for Trank's, which is like a 27. Right, so it's like it's meaningless until it isn't.
Is you are chasing the best deck, and if to get the best deck you need the hot house enhancement hit, then you need the house enhancement card, which increases that card's value.
Yes, and it increases it.
Now let's think about. Well,
so
all right, so we have a range.
The house enhancing card needs to be a higher number because it's critical to what you're trying to accomplish.
Well, it gives potential, but it doesn't make it land.
That's what KeyForge is. It's all a bunch of potential until it actually works.
Or it doesn't.
Or, well, I mean, certainly doesn't is a possibility.
All right, so let's do this.
Doesn't happens more often than does.
We're talking about Archon decks. And the fact is you're using this score to help you filter through 1,000 decks to find the better ones. So the ones with potentially game-breaking house enhancements need to filter up in a way for you to look at them. Which is why the number has to be bigger.
Yeah, go ahead, Drez.
Let's do a little experiment. So, let's think about an average card. So, what's the average in our score? A 3. So, let's think about a common. So, for example, I'm scrolling up. Okay, I'm in Logos. We gave Hazard Zerp a 3. Well, I don't know. Maybe that should have been a 4.
Yep.
That should be a 4.
Yeah, maybe.
All right. We gave Captain Cha a 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm okay with this.
If you put a Saurian Pip on a Captain Cha and you rate Captain Cha with the Saurian Pip, what's the value of that card now?
It has both, you're saying, with 2 houses.
It's got, now it's Saurian and
it's
Logos.
Captain Cha in Logos, plus it's got a Saurian Pip on it.
It's probably only worth +1.
So 4. So +1 for an average card. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So now, let's look at something less than average, right? So let's look at...
Solak.
Wait, what?
Yes,
Solak.
Trank. Look at Trank's.
Okay.
Whatever. What is it? Trank. Let's look at Trank.
Solak is above average. I meant less than average.
Solak
right?
is.
Taking a bad card? Burnished Nickels.
No. Not a terrible card that doesn't matter.
Oh. That's
Like,
terrible. Well,
terrible
Burnished
card,
Nickels is a bad card.
You just... But
I don't think it turns... I don't think when you're putting a house pip on it...
There you go.
Okay.
That's a terrible card.
The Carrion Worm.
Carrion Worm. Okay. So Carrion Worm is what? What do we give it, a 2 or something? No, we gave that a 3 because it is a 3.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, the Vespid. There you go. Chasm Vespid. We gave that a 2.
Okay.
If
What
it's
does that
got a
card
Saurian
even
pip
do?
on it, it's like 2 power assault or like splash 1 or something.
Oh, this card's like a -2. Yes. Okay.
I don't remember. We
All
gave
right.
it a 2.
It's a 2, and now you're saying give it another house pip. That card is
Chasm?
still a
Yeah.
2.
Chasm Vespid,
Bad-
1 power beast from Dis. Skirmish, splash attack 1. Fate, archive each friendly creature not on a flank.
Okay, it's only got value because of the thing. Otherwise, that card is
The thing.
that's not a good
okay.
example. You could put
you're right.
7 house pips on it, and it's still only worth its.
I was gonna say I don't
Right.
think House Pips
How
makes
about-
bad cards good, but it makes
Relativity, if we gave it 2.
above average. It makes up average and above. It has the
No,
it makes good cards bonkers.
Yes, that's what it does. It takes
And an
a
average
5
card
or a
better.
6 and turns it into a 10.
Yes,
Right. And
Absolutely.
you don't want junk cards in your deck.
right.
This is Archon. So I think it's pulling up, right?
Yeah, I see where your argument is going, and I agree with you, Draskor.
Hmm?
I
If
still
all you
don't.
have is junk in your deck, your score is going to be crap anyway,
Yeah.
right?
So,
But if
I
you've
mean,
got
But
good
in
stuff in your
Archon,
deck, you want...
in Archon, you're going to
want to be
have a
even better.
certain level of chaff.
Sure.
But you're going to have a couple chaffs. Like it's
Yes,
inevitable.
so
You're not.
Unless...
No Archon deck is perfect.
Yes.
No, but you're trying
unless
to
we're
minimize.
tracking-
Yeah.
Right. Unless we're tracking very specifically, oh shit, that pip went onto a burnished nickels or whatever, right?
no, being able to discard burnished nickels in 2 houses is pretty
Not bad.
good.
That's why we have faith.
I mean, if you're gonna have a burnished nickels, I might take the pip on it just so I can
Why
get rid of
why
it
did we
faster.
not
Oh,
add
man,
life
dude,
for a
wasn't
life
Help from
or
Future
some way to
Self,
kill burnished
like-
nickels?
Yeah, Help from Future Self was like, oh, but you could bounce your Infernus. I'm like, but you had to put it out, unless it's house pipped, you had to put that out last turn. So your opponent just had the opportunity
Already
to,
killed
like,
it and bounced
Nick-
something
use it.
they wanted back
Yeah.
to their hand.
Nickels basically suffers from the lack of ability to kill it on the turn you play it in Shadows. There's just not enough kill it from if you could kill it from Shadows 60 to 70% of the time or something, the card would be just fine. But the fact is the way that Shadows works in this set is you lay it out there and go, would you like to bounce your best creature and get your play effect again, or you know,
or
like
bounce
heal,
the creature I want
or
bounce the least.
yeah, or yes, or you could bounce my giant amber bank. Fantastic. Yeah,
And it's 2 power.
This is
They're going to be able to do it.
This is why we
Yeah.
have prophecies, so we can get rid of it.
Yeah, yes.
Basically.
But if it had 2 house pips, you could just discard it in 2 houses.
And if
then
you have
not even
bad
waste the
prophecies, you can
prophecy.
put it under 2 bad prophecies and never have to see it again.
Yeah, but then you can't discard your other bad cards, which is key to seal.
This is true. I mean, the amount
Right.
of times we saw Burnished Nickels come out of a prophecy in the finals of the sealed event was absolutely ridiculous.
They were both of those players were playing high frequency prophecies for just hand thinning a lot. Have you guys looked at decks at KeyForge and see that they added percentages to prophecies? They have something called prophecy,
I did not.
prophetic frequency.
Yeah, it's pretty
And then,
wrong.
Yeah, like look how far you've come has a 25%. What does that mean? One in
Outrageous.
every 4 turns they're going to play a creature?
No.
I don't
Right.
I don't
It makes
understand.
no sense.
And the other one that makes no sense to me is Ask Again Later is only 15.
Yeah, like that should be like 60.
Trust Your Feelings has a 20. So Ask Again Later is going to go off less frequent than a Trust Your Feelings?
Yeah, I don't. And then like the one that treat each action as your last was also at 20%. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
I mean, that one might be right, but like
Well, I guess I was
maybe
looking
if
at
GR
it as
was-
turns you play double
20
action.
is in relationship to 20 as in relationship to the other cards that are 20 and 25. I'm like,
Yeah,
I don't think it fires as well. And then overreach is reap, right? And that's only 10?
Yes.
Outrageous.
Like, these numbers, I mean, like, maybe we could click around and find where they say how they tried to decide these, but I'm
well, let's
I'm
go
not
to the
I'm not getting it,
release
guys.
notes. All right, release notes. So,
Well, while you're looking at the release notes, I will say Burnished Nickels did go ahead and unsealed this week. It helped me out.
That's because
Player
you had a way
Herb
to
and
kill.
J.
You had a way to
Philippe.
kill it.
No.
Special
You
thanks.
guys got to hear this. I had sorry about that from Saurian that had a house enhanced pip for shadows, and so I was able to play my urchin. Play sorry about that to just play my Burnished
Kill your
Nickels, which
Burnished
had a
Nickels.
damage pip. It killed something on the other side. Then I played sorry about that to destroy the Burnished Nickels to return the urchin to steal again. But again, that's what Sheep was talking about: is you just
There
need
you go.
more direct damage
Genius.
in shadows in order to be able to bounce it. I think if there was, it actually would have been a better, like, more playable card. Right here, it is.
Yeah,
very
you got
much
brutal consequences, which actually just purges it.
Yeah. But again, you want to be able to.
It is good for that. It is a good card for that when you see them put something under, look how far we've come, and you're like, could it be a deleter? We find
Yes,
out.
please.
All right.
All right.
Top houses for the weekend in Archon were Dis with 25, Logos with 23, Geistoid with 20, Shadows with 16, Mars with 15, Untamed with 15, Equidon with 11, Skyborn with 11, Brobnar with 10, and Star Alliance with 10.
Wow, Star Alliance all the way down to the bottom.
Well, Brobnar and Star Alliance are both down there at 10.
Brobnar's
what are
never really been good. I mean, they had their set, and that was it. And now they're relegated back to the bottom where they belong.
Well, I felt that the biggest jump actually came in Shadows, which had been sitting at the bottom for a long time.
Yeah, because we refused to give Shadows the one thing they did. For set after set after set, we're like, man, Steel's too powerful of a mechanic.
They still don't steal better than other houses.
I know. I'm still not happy about it, but here we are.
Outside of the
I will say,
decks,
yeah, I will say Shadows has gotten a big bump in PV though. So,
yep, and some I don't know. I don't think Hornswoggled should be a purge after use, but.
Just like, how many houses do we have now?
You mean Hoodwink?
Or Hoodwink. I'm sorry.
He's talking for the Hoodwink.
Hoodwink is bonkers, and like,
Yep, pretty
if
solid.
you could
card.
recur it, like,
have you met Redline Rotation? And that can come in multiples.
Are you gonna put in a search now for a universal trash bin Hoodwink deck?
Probably not. Probably doesn't exist, but
Not yet.
that's true.
So, what one? How many houses do we have now, guys?
11.
That's a lot, right?
11.
quite a few. Might be right.
Right, because on this list of 10, who's missing? Unfathomable, right?
Oh yeah, Unfathomable's not on there yet.
They stink. Sanctum, because they stink.
Oh yeah, okay.
We shouldn't bother
no
mentioning them.
Brio,
Redemption.
Right?
I suppose they count. Yep, because they stink.
I guess they show you. It is in the bottom list. They show you there's five Storian decks, 5 Redemption decks, 6
Unfathomable,
7 Sanctum decks or something.
No.
8. So there's your bottom of the bin: Storian, Redemption, Fish, and Sanctum. They're not good enough. Well, they weren't good enough for selections.
Yeah, Saurian's an interesting choice with PV here, so that's very interesting to me. But I think if you look further down at cards that appeared most frequently, number 1...
Surprise, surprise, Infernus is back with 23 total. In here somewhere with 22, Junk with 21, Thunk with 15, Infinity Strop with 14, Against All Flags 13, Urchin 13, Wild Wormhole 13, Articulated Wren 10, and Routine Job 12.
12 and 12.
I'm gonna guess that was the one Vaultmaster 25 deck.
Yeah, Barlow's deck. Yeah,
25.
A whole bunch. Yeah.
It's got 12.
well,
it's got 12 routine jobs.
It's
Yep.
4 of them, and it's what top aided
I
at
think it has 5
Roseville
of
as
them.
well.
I think it has 5 of them.
5?
Wasn't Barlow's
no?
deck the weird one with
No,
5?
it's 4.
Is it 4?
No.
It's
Okay.
4.
4.
Because that's what Mammon played over at Roseville.
Yep.
Oh,
There's only like
I faced this deck. I know.
time.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Oh, but it's
There
got
is a
rare.
6 routine job deck.
Yes,
That does exist.
But there's like one. There's only one legal deck with more than 4 that I can remember.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean another one hasn't been opened.
What do you guys think about? I mean, we saw Sydney's deck have multiple Inferni. What do you think of Infernus showing up here in PV versus previously?
What do you mean? It's a great card. It's a fantastic
Furnace
card.
is good.
Infernus is
Now
really
it's in a
good.
good set.
It's good and it's in a good set, but this set does not have the recursion that we previously saw with
Right,
Infernus, which is
It's
interesting.
not as demotivating
Windrose.
play against as it
Windrose. You're still hurt
That's how
about
I got
that,
my
huh?
stupid last loss. It was triple Windrose, just like shuffling all these Infernuses back in. I was like, what is this?
Again,
The
you
real
said
reason
that
I
was
lost
an
those
anomaly of a deck, but yeah.
Well, yes. It was, well, I mean, it's common, but like the fact somebody was like, yeah, let me bring this. But I just needed them to be haunted. So that was my problem.
Should have brought more booze.
Yeah, I only had one. That was a problem.
Yeah.
Tis a problem.
It will be interesting to
So-
see where PV lands going forward, because it, like, the stuff that's super strong is heavy Amber control, Hoodwinked, Trunks Creed, and then it has absolutely crushing Amber Destruction, right? There's quite a few lose cards
large
and
amount.
furnaces that are being played. But I wonder if there's going to be a hole in the set where it's kind of like the problem that you have with shadows in traditional sets is if your opponent isn't making Amber, your cards are dead. Now, the difference is, and it's a fraud problem, is Fraud has a bunch of little Amber control cards, onesie twosies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which means you need to be making some Amber, and I'm constantly knocking you down a little bit. And if you're not making any Amber, I'm playing those cards for 0 effect, and it's detrimental to the speed play, but also not as detrimental to that deck. And like, if I don't get it, it's not the end of the world. Where these huge swing PV decks, the Hoodwinks and the Trunks Creed, decks with key cheats, if they play around that effectively and there's just not the Amber there for you to Trunks, like, you're often in a lot of these PV decks not making a lot of your own Amber.
Because I'm looking at Sydney's deck right now on DOK, and it's like, okay, this is actually interesting. The disc looks good, right? Delta P, Double Eddy, Hamstrung, Infinity Stroop, Atrocity, Triple Infernus, Parasitic Arachnoid, Pied Viper, and Relativitium. So really the only card in there that I'm seeing that's kind of maybe dead
The
is the Pied Viper.
is nearly a worthless card, and the Relativity Imp.
Yeah.
So, like,
you
look
can't
at
play
the
it
shadows,
a lot of
like,
times.
okay, so there's Hoodwink, Predatory Lending, right? But then after that, there's, like, nothing. Like, Bandit
Yeah,
Culvers, I suppose, are fine.
The Bandit
Right.
Culvers do just fine.
Right.
So
Cap Reigns is maybe
A
okay.
lot of them just end up under the prophecies, getting discarded.
No. I will argue differently. Mickey the Carver is very good for here. Unless someone else is immediately playing Shadows, it gets effects and it's consistent. Cap Reigns is okay, but for the most part, enough to be able to go there. But what you're missing is the double Bandit Culvers going ahead and being able to discard one of your other Shadows cards that you don't need. Now it's not, I discard one and I'm not stealing one, but I'm stealing two if both of them are out, or one
Sure.
apiece. But I'm saying, like, the Shadows to discard is perfectly fine. You have Brutal Consequences, which is your targeted C. It does not have a ton of targeted C in here. You have Hoodwink that's there. The Portercillas are, but you do have that House Enhanced pip of the Star Alliance on the Portercilla. I think that's big. And then the Predatory Landing at the bottom, just what it can do.
Yeah. But then you look at the Star Alliance, and there's like, I don't want to say nothing, because Yonder's Log's pretty good. Strategic Feint, pretty good underneath of Fate. Refit, kind of dead. Lay of the Land's fine. Into the Warp, I have a real hard time playing this card like ever nowadays.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Digital Signal, maybe.
I know
good.
when Cindy's playing, she has a few things that mess with top of deck or whatever, so she can
Yeah,
kind
she's
of
got,
control that.
she's got Lay of the Land.
But what
So
you're
that makes a big
what you're
difference.
missing here
Future
is
Booster.
there's Amber that's in Star Alliance. It has some big fate effects. You have Amber Control. You have the Facilitate, which again is going to be overlooked, but especially that Shadows Enhanced pip, Facilitate is going to go ahead and do things. Again, Facilitate, after fight, after reap, you may ready a non-robot creature for each of Facilitate's Star Alliance neighbors. So going ahead and setting
there's
up
a
from then, you just put
couple
it
of
in.
Star Alliance enhanced creatures and other houses in that deck, right?
Porticilla and Atrocity.
Yeah.
Yeah. It does work. Does
Like,
more
it
work than
feels-
you think.
And that's what I'm saying, but like looking at the deck, you're like, huh, this is kind of interesting. Like the disc definitely obviously runs the show. Right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't think that anybody's, but it's like, man, the Shadows is okay. Not bad. The Star Alliance is kind of like not great, but also not bad.
The strategic feints, right? There's two of them.
There's only
Just one.
Just the one.
But that card is
That guy's very good.
Yeah,
card's
that
very good.
That's
and
how I won
Atrocity.
I won my ABR PV Archon match because I brought a triple strategic feint deck.
No.
So, and it's got lots of logos to just go fast, so you can just get back
That's
to
right.
them.
My good
I just
Shadows
passed
houses
my
and
game off to a sub.
Sub.
Yeah,
What?
because I go on vacation in the morning and it just didn't happen.
Gotcha. Man, slacker. Good thing I didn't draft you.
Interesting.
Hey,
It
what
just
you
seems
asked
like
me to do, Drazgor? I'm still on Team Drazgor here. I'm losing.
Team
I've got
Drazgor.
subs playing for me.
Well,
Except I do have Dexter playing, so it should be fine.
Yeah,
There
you're
you
fine. But moving into Alliance, what?
well, hold on. So
Yeah.
one important thing I wanted to call out. So what I thought was really interesting about the top 10 cards, there's only one card on the list that is a brand new card, brand new to PV. And interestingly, it's Thunk,
Yeah,
which I like Thunk,
Thunk's not bad. Thunk's very good with
but
the correct.
Thunk's a solid.
Thunk is very good with a solid fate,
but like
especially the one
if
that
you had
says
told
after
me-
opponent plays a creature.
But the thing is you're probably playing Shadows for cover fires and hoodwinks, and then so
Half
what
net
common?
Thunks, yeah.
What common in Shadows? do you
Cover
actually- Well, sure. Do you actually want a boatload of? And it's
Yeah,
like of the creatures, like. Would you rather have Thunk or would you rather have Urchin? And I'm telling you, I'm taking Thunk. I don't think Urchin is good enough anymore. And he's this crappy liability once he hits the board.
How is he a
I almost
liability?
don't if my creatures don't provide meaningful value to me, I don't like them being on the board because then they're there for the stupid Arachnid to capture Amberon or all the garbage that's in Amber Skies and GR that my creatures capture Amber. They're so, I steal one and now here's this little pipsqueak that you can stack all my Amber on a million different ways and make me very sad. So, like, creatures need to be more valuable than Urchin in Archon.
Fair enough. Are we ready to go into Alliance?
No.
Okay. I'm not going to take that as
No,
real
I
from
would
sheep.
like to not remember this anymore.
I would like to not remember this either, but hey, listen,
What
sheep,
happened in Alliance, guys?
we sometimes you're the hammer, sometimes you're the nail.
We
right?
got catfish bowled.
Yeah, we got catfished, and it's okay, right? Like it's fine. Everybody is scrubbed out at one point in time or another. It just happened to be us this time,
Wait,
and
what?
that's okay.
What was the catfish? Like you thought you were getting Jason Momoa, but it was actually sheep and Wookiee? Like what happened?
Yeah. Somebody got this. Somebody, not going to name names here, but, we were like, we're going to go to Alliance, and we're given a couple Alliance decks to go up against, heavy hitters, and weren't told that,
Oh, yeah, Cindy's like, hey, guys.
my team's bringing this and that. These will totally compete, and we found out that's just not the case.
Yeah. Not even a chance.
Alliance Field, there was not many people, but 6 Prophetic Visions, 2 Ember Skies, 1 Call the Archon, 1 Age of Ascension, 1 Winds of Exchange, 1 Grim Reminders, and 1 Tokens of Change. Lot of PV. Top 10 houses: Logos, Dis, Star Alliance, Geistoid, Shadows, Untamed, Mars, Saurian, Unfathomable, and Barabnar. I was one of the Saurian decks. I wonder who the other one was. And then going into top 10 cards, Wild Wormholes, number 1. There were 9 Wild Wormholes in the field.
Yeah.
That means about almost 1 per deck. Almost. A Gift of Ember, very popular too, since the Ember Drakes were very popular. Forgive or Forget. Infinity Stroop, Rage Reset, Cover Fire, Gleaming the Cube, Infernus, Strategic Feint, and Cosmic Recompense. Not a surprise there, since most people were going very control-y builds. I don't know. I don't got much to say about this. We did get catfished. I should have gone into Archon. I should have played Arya. Is what it is.
Well,
I regret my choices. I learned for next time. I learned from Toucan Sam. Follow your nose wherever it goes. It told me not to play Alliance, but I did it anyway.
I was like, Java Chip Oreos.
And I went to Java Chip Oreos. I was like, but. And then it was done. And I was like, oh, yeah, this was actually a bad idea.
Play what you love.
What did you bring?
What you love.
Or what were you handed?
I was playing Scholars. I wanted what Sheep had, but Sheep didn't have a good time either. And at that point, I was like, oh, okay. And then it was Scholar Spam. And I'm like, I know Scholar Spam. I can play Scholar Spam. Did not hold up.
Did you play, Sheep?
He played Genka.
I played a Martian Generosity deck. But the first round I played against Liquid Squash, which we touched this on a little bit, and he was playing a Star Alliance that was like a Recompense, Gleaming the Cube, Strategic Feint, Logos that here.
Didn't
Click on a link and it will tell me all of the things it had.
Didn't let Sheep
one
do anything.
Recompense, 2 Gleaming the Cubes, a Strategic Feint, 2 Rage Resets. So it's just that kind of like, I seriously, and it had an atrocity. I think I played 7 cards that game. It was bad. And then the second game I played against Miggy with the Thrall, and yeah, he Thrall locked me. So that was that. I might have played slightly more cards against Miggy, but they were all on tamed cards, and it didn't matter.
Got to play 9.
Wah, wah.
Yeah. So it was just like I got to play Deny Forge, and that's what happened.
I mean, we all know why we were there, anyways. It's really for sealed. If you don't have a sealed invite,
my sealed decks are MIA. My blue box with 3 decks are cool with that. Gone. Yeah.
I have a box.
I need alliance decks for this. For
It was a blue box?
yeah, it's the blue.
I have a blue box with 3 decks in it. Do you want it?
No, I don't want your decks.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Even though you
Good
said
enough.
there are 90s, I still don't want them.
I'm
my
just
one
letting you
deck had
know.
an atrocity in it, and now I can't.
My decks did not have atrocities in it. No.
It had an atrocity and an infernus.
I have a red deck box with 3 decks in it too. You want those?
No, I don't. No.
Okay. Just making sure. Those are all Ember Skies decks.
I have a brown cardboard box here under my desk that's probably got 100 decks in it. Would you like that?
I know a person who would love them.
I guarantee there's probably at least 190 in there because those don't even make it to the keeper shelf anymore. It's like not good enough.
It's okay. I have a deck that's over 100 SAS and it's not good enough.
I mean,
it is what it is.
I've never had so many trash 90 plus SAS decks with.
It's crazy.
With new.
It is nuts. And I have a 90. I have a 96. 25 deck. I don't know if it's good, but one day I'll find out. Yeah,
So
Monstergen's still sitting at 103. I have no idea whether it cannot. It cannot. I don't know. Maybe I should play it against something other than fraud. But
and vodka GR decks.
Right, that too. I mean, maybe now that it's calmed down a little bit, maybe it's a little different. I'm not sure, but I guess we can find out.
I will say underneath the information for top 10 cards, they have tournament data. So I like that GG has included that now for sealed qualifying rounds, Archon, and then Alliance. You can actually see the information.
GG has included that probably for, and I'm hoping for the keychain guys.
Yes, but I'm saying thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, if I'm going to rag on that they don't have our summer events, this is at least nice to be able to see. Second Amber was very, very well attended. You could see that going off, and there's just a lot of people came to play KeyForge, so it was great to see. Side events had a good draw. It looked like Crucible Clash, quick draw took, and Master of the Force. So your KeyForge VM 25 had 49 players. So out of 69, that's great. And again, putting something on Sunday is really smart way to be able to bring people who are there for the weekend back to do something, because a lot of people are not in those top games. So it's great to see. Congrats to everyone who won something on one of those side events too. So
Sheep, you want anything on those side events? I'll take the silence as no.
What was that?
I said, Sheep, did you win anything in any of those side events?
Disappointment in myself. They were fine. I just
they're fine.
I did bad all weekend.
yeah, he was 2-11, man.
Oof.
I mean, this was my worst showing at a Vault Tour as well. I was 2-4, right? Like, it was not a good Vault Tour for me. Just, again, we have these, and it's okay. Just you take it, move forward. It'll be all right. Next Vault Tour, you'll do better. Not that Sheep's going to another Vault Tour for the Vault Tour.
That's right.
I'm
not writing an email about my Keybringer account that's broke.
Oh. So is his
I
Vault.
bet you'll get support a lot faster.
So is his Vault Warrior account. Sheep actually can't report on the app. He has to go.
Yeah, that's Keybringer.
Oh, Keybringer. Wait, not Keychain.
I thought you were talking about Keychain.
Yeah, that's what I thought we were at too.
No, Keybringer.
That's on top of things.
Yeah. I will say that was another piece that was going around Discord this week was all of our Vault Warriors who are still waiting on their deck from last year. Again, get that done,
Oh,
GG.
they probably forgot. You guys should just remind them.
No. They've reached out. I know that when we were going through early...
I'm not so sure that email BS, what is that? Support.gg or whatever it is, or support.gg. I don't know if that actually goes anywhere anymore.
No, it goes to New Jeremy, and New Jeremy's like, I hate this.
I don't really read emails
He just deletes
ever.
all the emails.
I don't really like emails.
Yeah, I can't wait for them to hire somebody new, so I'm not the low man.
Don't we have a person that reads these, like a Janet or somebody? No.
I can go ahead and say that I had a twin deck. So unfortunately, some of those WoW decks that were duplicates, I ended up with 2 of them. I finally brought it around because it wasn't real high on my priority list when it was denied by someone else saying, hey, I have this. I'm like, good, we both have it. So another year later, I took it to Roseville this year and handed it off. But while talking with Jeremy number 1, I found out that the process is actually a lot more convoluted than one would think. It's not that they can just go into the system and type up, hey, here's the name of the deck, and then put a slight little word of twin at the back. Instead, the deck needed to be sent out to someone who was not even in the state and was then responsible for going ahead and doing some of the legwork to track it down. And then so he is waiting.
What do you mean by track it? I was thinking about that because you were telling me about that during our locals. What do you mean by track it down? What does that even mean?
Well, it seems like a good, the best way that I can compare it to is a teacher's account of Google Drive. That if you don't actually organize your Google Drive into folders, it's a hot mess in order to try and find things. Now, this is, again, my opinion, but I don't know how easy it is for them to be able to find individual decks. And so their tech has to go ahead and somehow track this deck down from all the decks that have been produced. I thought it would be pretty easy if you type in the name, but for whatever reason, they're doing them in batches. It seems to be at least a month out of, hey, I email and then I'm getting a message back, which is crazy in today's day and age with how quickly we can message and take care of things around the world. But I'm telling
Email gets places nearly instantly.
Yes.
Were they emailing a college student?
I don't know who's
Is this you, Dexter? Are you the guy up there?
No. I know exactly who they're working with. Southerly Elf.
Like, you think whoever they are paying to do that this is even their 1 hour a month job? This is like their 57th most important thing. It goes into a queue. They get to it way later.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a small job for whoever or wherever.
It's like Mechanical Turk type thing. Is that what this is?
Well, they gotta go into the tomes, right? They're all written on scrolls, you see.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to go into the tomes, find the correct scroll, unscroll it, chisel them in stone. Right, and then
but as they carry it back, they trip and fall and break. But
why is it
every
so
time?
Like, I got both of my reprints really fast. Now are reprints now really slow?
No, reprints are reprints. So you got 2 different things you got going on there.
Okay,
reprints are Forge Fire, right? So all they got to do is queue up the print command in Forge Fire, and they've got this new thing where it makes the back fake, right?
Okay, right.
Right, and then the twin of thing, that is the database backend that is behind the Master Vault. It's the thing that didn't actually get destroyed or lost, right? Because we can still scan index from before, because there's the Master Vault, which is the visual data, right? But somewhere behind that is the database with all KeyForge decks that have ever been generated, right? That's how you scan a code, and it goes and pulls your list and then pushes it to the live front database. That database, wherever or however that's managed in the back, they have to go in there and manually find the deck, manually copy the deck, and make a whole new line of code that is identical except for something a little bit different, right, to make it the twin of, or whatever the hell they're doing. So like that is like that. They probably didn't build a real tool to make it easy because
Just
this
vibe
should have
code
never
that shit.
happened.
Can't we just ask ChatGPT to do this?
Well, you don't know. Maybe that's what they do. Like I'm telling you, they hire a temp every time they do a batch, and they're like, I don't know, go figure out how to do it.
I will say, for anyone who is a Vault Warrior, you should have your deck. I'm sorry that it's not there.
What does
And
that have to do
GG
with?
actually?
What does that got to do with the Vault Warriors who are just waiting on decks? Weren't they just getting new? They were just getting
talking about Ewok's twin.
He's talking about mine.
Well, you're talking about that, but the other big thing right now is Vault Warriors still not receiving their decks, or
that's not a big thing. That is just a thing.
Kind of a big. No, it's kind of a big thing.
There were plenty. There were plenty of people who are still really frustrated about it.
I am one of the affected.
Right, but you have a lot of people who are like, "Hey, I might just be done after this, and this is my reason."
That isn't the reason. It's the straw that maybe broke the camel's back with all their other bullshit.
Fair enough.
Why they can't get it done, and the whole like we don't want to send decks to non-owners, like, and we can't do the DT deck, and like just. I don't know why they don't just wuss out and be like, hey, here's a promo code, print a deck, whatever deck you want. We don't even care. Like, if you want it to be your Vault winning deck, great. If you don't want it to be your Vault winning deck, yeah, we don't care. Like, here's just your $25 credit. Have fun. Screw the Alliance people. Only give them 1 instead of 3. That seems scummy. So, okay, give them 3. I don't care. Just be like, and just lame out on it, right?
Did they just forget they made this promise, or
they don't want to spend the money on the art to make another special treatment? I don't know what their problem is.
Was it
I don't know
supposed
either,
to be a
but
special treatment? Like, I thought it was just you were just getting your accolades on it. It was just free.
We don't. I don't know.
It's something that we're lacking communication on, and as a small company, as a company with this player base, you have to keep the communication up, and you got to take care of your player base. I don't see a reason why we don't have local OP, and I don't see a reason why those decks weren't printed. I mean, cheap. Let's go the easy way and just give it credit so people can order them. But if you have these devoted players who frankly gone ahead and worked all the way to getting their deck, that it was a Vault Warrior, these are people who are committed in your community. Make sure that they get their deck. Like, there's no reason. We played in November of last year. So you had December plus another 7 months here that we finish. As we get to next week, you're now going to be in month number 8 here. So that would be 9 months down the road. Like,
listen, I know a Chinese website that'll do it in foil in 3 weeks. They'll ship it to you. You can do multiple cards.
Like it's just, we got to do better.
That's like these damn trophies,
The last time I asked about reprint decks was before KFC last year.
Was it?
Let's try. Yeah, that's because I was trying to get it to have in my, to have in my display case.
Wasn't reprints just started this year? Was that 2 years ago already? Maybe it was.
It was KFC last year that they turned it on right there at
they turned it on last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so now then maybe it was going in. There's somewhere I asked about it.
You probably asked right after it was said, be like, hey, can we just turn the printer on and I need to do this real quick. It's possible. I don't know. I don't understand, and it's just they keep like, oh, we're a small team. But it's like, stop making such big promises then.
Oh, I don't think it's a matter of not making big promises. You can make big promises, but you got to make it actionable. Here's the steps that we take to accomplish it, and then work towards those steps. And if you don't hit your goal, show, hey, we're on step 3 of 5. We just didn't make it to this spot. Frankly, they're just holding back on the information. It's a lack of communication that upsets me.
Yeah, they're still on step 0.
Yeah.
But if they were to
step 1 is telling us that they're still on step 1. See, they're still on step 0.
If they honestly outlined it ahead of time, I think that it would be clear to people.
So what you're saying, Sheep, is there's been no change, so there's no need for an email.
That's right. We still have done nothing. Quit asking.
You'll get it when you get it. You'll get what you get and you won't pitch a fit.
Seeing how it can be printed elsewhere with foil and how we can print out decks, how I can order a deck and it can come in a reasonable amount of time, I would expect that those decks would be taken care of.
Let's think positive here. All right?
When can I print my decks in foil?
Maybe they were like, all right, let's print these. And then they're like, oh, look, we learned how to foil. Like, oh, it'd be really cool if we printed these reprint decks in foil. Like, yeah, maybe that would be cool. And they're still working on that.
But at some point when they realize, oh, crap.
Maybe foil card at a time, so it's going to take them forever.
And they are hand put in to the deck.
Yeah, yeah. Like, maybe Josh is at his desk hand cutting out my deck right now.
I like it.
I don't think so.
Yeah. All right, boys.
All right. Well, we said we were going to get to, I don't even remember what we were going to do. We were going to do Sanctum tonight. That's not happening.
Sanctum.
We were never going to do that.
Well, I mean, that was the original game plan, is we were going to breeze through this thing real quick and then do Sanctum scoring.
Oh, you guys don't breeze through anything.
That's why I said, ain't going to happen, but I just abided and said, yep,
pre-show meeting did I show up to asking if we're going to do a house? And you're like, no, we got to do the article. I'm like, no,
that's what I said.
And then,
no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. We actually all talked. Well, actually, you, me, Ewok wasn't even here.
I mean, Sheep did say skip the article.
Welcome to my dysfunctional family, everyone.
And then you're like, nah, we should talk about some of the numbers, and I agreed. And then we were just going to go through the numbers, and then Ewok started talking about
we did a good job.
Things. Yeah, no, I had a ton of fun this episode. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, and Sheep gets to go to bed before 10:30. Like these are
I got tomorrow off.
Oh, well, you want to do a house?
Off.
You want to do a house then?
Not really. I want to go to bed.
That's fair.
Twos for everyone.
Next week we will start doing Sanctum.
Yep.
The only card you need to know in Sanctum is Trenk's Creed.
There's a couple more, but Tranks
maybe Sir Juan,
but
we get to trash talk Jane the Bard. That'll be a highlight.
Yeah. All right,
and then, there's a bunch of pointless armor.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right. What Sanctum does. But we will do that next week. With that being said, we'll see you all next week.
Happy forging, everyone.
May the forge be with you.
Quit beating up your keyboard. It doesn't owe you money.
You guys really missed on how to say, may the forge be with you. May the forge
be with you.
Yeah, you're getting there.
Oh my God. Forge be with you.
May the forge be with you.
It's new Jeremy. May the forge be with you.
Thank you, new Jeremy.
Or other Jeremy.
And Sheep just left because he's like, I'm done with this. I'm out. We'll see y'all next week.
May the forge be with you.
Happy forging.
No, that's not your line anymore.
What is it?
Get
later, losers.
Later, losers. Get good, suckers.
Mm-hmm.